Hello everyone, welcome back to Horror Mystery Rewind. Today we will talk about the mystery movie Ready or Not. The movie was released in 2019. Please click on the closed caption for subtitles. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy and take care of yourself. A palace is shown as the film starts where a wounded man was attempting to hide from someone. He had also been shot by an arrow. There were the stuck posters of label names throughout the palace. There was the prevailing darkness in the palace, which was appearing scary. Two little kids were also hiding there from someone. They were siblings. The younger kid's name was Alex. Alex's brother hides him in a cupboard. Then that wounded man appears there and asks help from Alex's brother. But Alex's brother calls the whole family and starts shouting instead of helping him. Then the residents of the palace reach there, who had put on the ceremonial masks. They drag the wounded man along with them, and they kill him violently. There a lady is shouting for the safety of that wounded man. 30 years have passed since that event. Now there is a girl named Grace who is about to get married to Alex. And this girl Grace is the protagonist of the movie. Alex is the same kid seen 30 years ago, now a grown-up man. Grace, who grew up in an orphanage, thinks Alex's family is a noble family. Grace and Alex had deep feelings for each other. However, Alex is not staying with her family due to the event 30 years ago. He used to live separately. Alex's brother warns Grace before the wedding, saying it was your last chance to end this marriage now because our family is not good enough. You must stay away from our family. Grace is not able to understand what he is saying. But she is surprised when Alex alerts her, stating the same thing. He tells, "My family members are weird and mysterious." But Grace ignores and says, "I have a great relationship with you. So, I want to lead a life with you." Alex's father used to dislike Grace as she was a foster child. But they were satisfied with marriage because Alex had at least returned home for this reason. Alex's whole family used to consider Grace as marrying him for getting a high status because it was an upper class. On the other hand, Grace had no idea how mysterious this family is. Afterwards, Grace and Alex are wedded. Alex's aunt peeped through a secret door when they were in her room. Grace is freaked out when she sees them. Aunt Alex says everyone is waiting for you. Saying so, she leaves the place. Alex tells Grace that the newcomer to her family has to play a game at 12. Then you have to choose a card and play the same game that is written on this map. He says our ancestors made a lot of money playing games like this. Since then, it has become a tradition in our family. Grace, after knowing this, is very surprised. She felt uncomfortable too. She then asks, "Should I win the game?" Alex says no. "We just need your participation." Alex's father asks him as he comes down the stairs, "What did you tell Grace about the game?" "I say I haven't unlocked the secret yet. And I won't do either. I'd rather take Grace away from here." Later, when Grace goes downstairs, Alex's mother speaks to her. As a result, Grace feels great satisfaction. Because she has lived alone all her life. Now she has her family. Alex's mother was the only one who liked Grace, and no one else had such feelings for her. Meanwhile, Alex's sister also arrives there with her spouse and children. They then bring Grace into the room. And the room is just for family, no one else is allowed there. This room and the objects in it looked mysterious. Because there were different categories of weapons. Grace is shocked to see it. She is also terrified. She also notices a photo of a man. Alex's father says, "He is my father." He also reveals his family traditions and plays with them. This tradition was started by his father many years ago. He liked playing card games and he also ran a card shop. His father once met a strange man named Label. One day both played card games for hours and finally my father won this game. Then Label gave his father the secret box. He predicted that your next generation will be more prosperous and wealthier. Here are the rules to follow. The game must be played exactly as this secret box indicates. Then my father got sports equipment and now has a full sports team. So, the new members of this family will have to play the game through this secret chest. And the game is narrated by Label. Alex's brother then talks about the game they were assigned at the time. Grace takes out a card and holds this secret box. The game written on the card is hide and seek. Seeing this card, the whole family is silent in surprise. Grace asks with a smile, Do you really want to play this game? Then Alex's father asks Grace to hide. And the whole family is looking for Grace. And Grace was not feeling good. She wondered why she was playing this game. But she has no clue how strange this game is. And this is no ordinary game. All doors are then locked, and the cameras are turned off. Because they ran the Le Bail rule. Then the music starts, and then the whole family gets ready and picks up their weapons. Everyone followed the rules as they played the game earlier and had all the rules in mind. After that, the game started as per the tradition. Alex is sitting in the room because he is not ready to join the game, whereas Alex's sister-in-law used to keep an eye on him. So, he is not allowed to help Grace. Grace is hiding in the elevator, and the whole family starts looking for her. When Alex's sister-in-law talks to him, she realizes Alex has escaped through a secret door. Grace was bored sitting in the elevator, so she came outside. Then Alex comes up behind her, takes her Grace to another room and catches her, and the couple hide in this and move. However, her workers wake up and hear her running. This worker was taking care of Alex's nephew. She thought this could be the kid as she heard a walking sound, and the kid wasn't in bed at that time. So, she goes exploring. She then enters the room where Alex and Grace were hiding. However, Alex's sister guns her down. The bullet hits the caretaker in the eye. As a result, her eyes are pulled out and fall off. Witnessing this, Grace panics. Other family members will be there as well. And are they talking about disposal of the corpse as soon as possible, else when Grace sees it, she will know the truth about this family. But how did they find out if Grace had seen it, or she might also know the truth about this family by now? Alex's brother asks her aunt, is this blood acceptable, thinking of the caretaker who died? She says, not at all. All we need is the bride's blood. If we don't kill Grace that night, Le Bail will brutally kill us when the day breaks. Grace overhears all these conversations. This family wants to end me, so she knows everything. Then Alex suggests to her that we must get away immediately. He also tells Grace that the card you chose is scary. Hide and seek does not refer to the literal meaning, you will rather hide, and all family members will search you out, and they will end you after searching. And this family believes that if you don't kill the bride, Le Bail will finish it by morning. They then plan to unlock the kitchen door so Grace can escape from there, as Alex advised. But the whole family sees her move towards the kitchen. Everyone follows her when they see her. But here Grace cleverly enters her study and saves her life. Then Alex's brother arrives there, and Grace asks him for help. Alex's brother tells her, I don't want to kill you. He says, you only have 10 seconds. Please run away immediately. The rules of the game were that Grace's witnesses called the other family members. So, the entire family can kill Grace together. After 10 seconds, Grace runs away. Alex's brother calls and voices other family members. The whole family expresses their anger at Alex's brother and says, why didn't he kill Grace? Alex's father then decides to search for Grace using camera footage. Then they observe that Alex is in the security room, who has unlocked all the doors. Despite this, Grace was unable to escape from there because Alex's uncle was there. And he tried so hard to finish Grace off, and a big fight broke out between them. However, Grace escapes and injures him. Alex's brother and father enter the security room and break down the door. You knock out Alex and handcuff him. Grace then hides in the same elevator. But one of the caretakers was hiding there because she was scared. She screams and tells everyone that Grace is here, but her neck is stuck in the elevator. And she died miserably. Alex's aunt was the same woman we saw at the beginning of the movie, so here is where the big secret comes in. Who asked for help to save this wounded man? The man who did it was her husband, and he also picks the same card while playing this game. She tells Alex's father that Le Bail demands the sacrifice of those chosen to lead the family. Alex has been chosen since he first picked me. So, he must sacrifice his wife. Grace runs to the stables. Alex's nephew was already in the stables. So, she tries to talk to him. But this boy shoots her. And the bullet is aimed at Grace's hand. Grace is aggressive and hits the child. And she herself falls into the basement of her stable. There were many dead bodies lying there. And the corpses of these people who were the target of this game. This shows that they have killed many people before. Grace barely escapes there. However, one of his hands is pierced by a nail. She is very tired and wounded and feels in trouble. She tries to escape through the front door. Also, she asks the driver for help. But he doesn't help her. She then runs into the woods and saves her life. And she went behind a tree to hide as Alex's uncle was chasing her. He makes it there, but Grace strangles him with a wire. And she gets in the car and drives the car away. She then contacts the operator and asks for permission to contact the police. However, the operator hung up and said it was a stolen vehicle. Now Grace was trapped there. Meanwhile, Alex's uncle gets there and knocks Grace unconscious. And he puts her in the backseat of her car. Then he makes a video call to Alex's father and tells the whole family that he caught Grace so they can start preparing it for slaughter. But Grace comes to consciousness and she attacks him. The car loses control and hits a tree where Alex's uncle died on the spot. However, Grace is unharmed in this accident. Alex's brother approaches there, and she gets out of her car and starts running away. Grace seeks help from Alex's brother. However, he does not help her at this point. Rather, he makes her unconscious and he starts taking her to the palace. He did so because his father was watching him. Then they start performing rituals while pushing Grace. They speak enchanted words and even drink some fluids. When Alex's father tries to kill Grace, everyone starts coughing up blood. This is because Alex's brother put something in their drink. He gets his chance and frees Grace while helping her escape. At the same time, his wife shoots him with a gun, as she saw him helping Grace. Grace gets angry when she sees this. Then she lost her cool while beating her wife. She then starts running away. Alex regains his senses and is released from the handcuffs. When he goes outside, his brother is dead. When Grace escapes from there, Alex's father comes there. He struggles to finish Grace. However, she attacks him with a lamp and leads to a fire there. As Grace progresses, Alex's mother shows up there trying to finish her off. Grace also becomes aggressive now, and the battle between the two begins. Grace is able to obtain the puzzle box which belongs to Label. She kills Alex's mother by hitting the secret box to her. And she says, "You and your family don't suit me. Every one of you will go to hell." Alex is also there, witnessing everything about how Grace brutally killed her mother. As a result, the love for Grace disappeared from Alex's soul and he changed his mind. Now he takes Grace to his family and captures her. They grab Grace and Alex herself going on top to kill her. However, she steps aside when Alex wants to kill her. But the knife is stuck in her shoulder. Despite this, she does not lose her faith. She stands up boldly. At this point she was angry. Then she realizes that the morning hours have started. As they watch, everyone starts hiding thinking they are gone now, however nothing happens there. They are also shocked and excited because they are not dead. They say, "We will spare Grace's life at any cost." Because she knew our family secret. Alex's aunt then moves and tries to kill her with a hammer. However, she burst and died. That means everything they said was based on the truth. And Label brutally killed everyone one by one. And they begin to explode one by one. They start dying. Alex's sister tries to go outside, taking her kids. But she also exploded. Then Alex's father lifts Label's secret box. He says, "You have no right to kill me because I have always played this game, following the rules." Then he also explodes. Now only Grace and Alex survived. Grace had suffered great trouble, so she was not sensing who was surviving or who was dying. But she was satisfied after seeing the catastrophe of that family. Then Alex asks forgiveness from Grace that "I did bad with you." Grace says on it, "No. I will not forgive you and I need divorce from you," and she throws that ring on Alex. Then Alex also explodes to death. Then the fire spreads throughout the house. The whole place burns. Then Label appears in this burning light. It refereed that Grace has won. Now Grace is the owner of the whole property as a widow of Alex. And this movie also completes it. If you like the video, subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and click on like to help the channel out. Thank you and take care.